I woke up in a strange house with no memory, just a note that said, "Don't trust the mirror." But what if my reflection isn't me? Another entry, dated unknown, was shorter than the rest, more desperate. "If you see her smile, it's too late." I dropped the journal. Footsteps again, closer this time. Floorboards moaned outside the door, slow and deliberate. I backed away toward the window and pulled aside the curtain. Darkness. No streetlights, no landmarks, just endless forest, drenched in rain, trees twisting in ways that didn't feel right. The moon glinted faintly behind clouds, but even it looked warped, stretched thin like a dying eye. I had to leave. I raced back into the hall, past the photographs of me, not me, and down the stairs. The front door was in sight now, a heavy thing made of thick oak with brass handles. I gripped them and pulled, locked. Of course. I turned. The mirror in the entryway pulsed. My reflection stood there, watching, patient. She raised her hand and waved with slow fingers, and then she pointed. Not at me, past me. I turned around and saw another door, one I hadn't noticed before, set into the wall behind the grand staircase. It looked out of place, plain, modern, almost clinical. I ran to it. It opened easily. Behind it, a narrow corridor stretched out. The walls were lined floor to ceiling with mirrors, no windows, no lights, just the glimmer of reflections fading into endless distance. A hallway of glass. My breath caught. I didn't want to go in. Every bone in my body screamed against it, but the footsteps were returning. This time from the stairs. She was coming, so I stepped inside. The air in the corridor was colder, still, the kind of stillness that pressed against your ears like you'd gone underwater. I walked forward, trying not to look into the mirrors, but they pulled at my vision anyway. Dozens of versions of me walked alongside me. Some looked afraid, others calm. A few were grinning. One of them, one near the end, was covered in blood. I swallowed hard and kept moving. And then I saw her. Not in a mirror, but standing directly in front of me. She looked just like me, but polished, more confident, poised, like a better version. Her clothes were different too, no nightgown. She wore a dark green coat like the one I used to own years ago. She smiled. The same smile I'd seen in the mirror upstairs. "Claire," she said. Her voice echoed, not off the walls, but from inside my own head. "I knew you'd come." "Who are you?" I whispered. "I'm the real you," she said, tilting her head. "Or at least, I was. Before you ran." "I didn't run," I said automatically. "I woke up here. I don't even remember." "Exactly," she said. "Because you made sure of that." She stepped closer. Her eyes were mine, but deeper somehow, like they held entire lifetimes. "You asked to forget. You asked me to take your place while you hid in this empty house of mirrors. You wanted to be trapped." I backed away. "You're lying, am I? Why do you think the journal is written in your handwriting? Why do you think every picture in this house has your face? You lived here for years. You just didn't want to remember why." My stomach churned. My hands trembled. The reflections were pressing in around us now, showing different versions of the moment. Me attacking her attacking me, us screaming. One version far down the corridor showed me stepping into a mirror willingly. "What did I do?" I whispered. She leaned in close. "You killed someone." My breath caught. Follow for the next part. Comment what stories you want to hear next. Subscribe to FryyDaee on YouTube for the full videos. Thanks for watching.